Hi everybody, this video is going to show you how to take through Design Space a bundle of SVG and PNG files to enable you to make these two beautiful anniversary cards. There's one for a golden wedding anniversary and one for a silver, 50 years and 25 years. You can make these just as cut file cards. You don't have to use the print and cut element of it. We'll look at doing both. And as well as, let me just see if I can scroll through a bit. Yeah, there we are. There's a close-up on the silver. There's the gold. There is an envelope as well. You get an SVG to create a bespoke envelope that will fit these cards. And also, there's an optional inner section. You know, you can buy greetings cards sometimes and they've got like an extra leaf of paper inside. Well, that's how I've done these. And there's a verse for the golden one and one for the silver one. And then on the left hand side of the card, there's this heart with a little motto inside it as well. And I might, if I can, if it works, I'll show you how to use those same PNGs once they're in Design Space to make them blank for your own wording if it works. It's just an idea I've got. Okay, so we'll go to Design Space and bring them in. Haven't actually got the cards there yet, but there's the silver one. And there it is on the canvas. So it comes in, it's already selected. All we need to do is ungroup it. And when we've done that, we can see that it's got two groups inside. And in the first one, that's where any lines that need converting to scores live. There's not many on this one, obviously. It's just a card. So select that layer that contains those lines. Go to your Operations menu. Choose Score from the drop down. And while it's selected, we'll ungroup it because there's more than one, so they're going to need to be ungrouped. Then this group underneath is all the cut pieces, so we just need to ungroup that. And so now everything on canvas is a separate piece and we can attach the score lines to the individual pieces. I'm just going to attach those numbers. It doesn't matter because you're going to apply them separately anyway, assuming you're using card as I have done. Right, so this, you get two different versions for the card. If you've only got the standard mat and card which will cut on there, you get a version of the card which will cut in two pieces. And this piece here with the glue tab on it is the card back and this piece is the card front. And then this one underneath is the card but cut from one single piece. But if you want to use that, you'll need to use tabloid or A3 and the long mat. So you've just got the option. If you don't have the long mat, you can get rid of that one and just cut this one. So for now, I'm just going to, no, in fact, I'll leave that on for now, but we'll just pop it over there. So if you were going to cut it, you would delete whichever card you didn't want and you would just cut it if you're not going to use any of my print and cut things. So yeah, so let's just get rid of them. Let's say we're printing this, cutting this from 12 by 12. And obviously there's not a lot of silver there, so we'll just choose a small piece and you'll put your half a sheet or whatever of glitter card on there. And then for this one we can actually choose letter, so you could cut it from 3 pieces of letter or A4 obviously, or if you were using 12 by 12 you would need 2 sheets. Okay, but that's if you're just doing a basic cut, which you can do, of course, and you could still end up with a lovely card. Because what you could do is, if I just go back to the pics, instead of having this printed thing here, you could make a separate little plaque, couldn't you? Or you could cut some vinyl lettering or something for the front of it if you just want a completely different look. But we'll just have a quick look now at how to bring in the print and cuts in case you did want to use those. So we'll just bring back the single piece card. And I have actually got these in my library already, but I'll bring them in as you would so that you can see what to do with them. Right, so we're going to do the 12 by 12 version first. So this is the PNG that you get to print and cut that front. So we'll bring it in. You don't need to do anything, just click OK or apply and continue, and then when you get to this window just click flat graphic and keep continuing and uploading, and finally it'll end up on your canvas. Gosh, that's long-winded now, isn't it? So this PNG that we've just brought is going to replace this piece here. So PNGs almost always come in at the wrong size. So we'll take the size it should be from this cut piece here. And if we look in the size menu at the top, we can see that that is 15.701 centimeters wide. Obviously, if you're in inches, you'll get a different number, but the method is the same. So we're going to select the PNG now, and in that width box, 15.701. And then I'm just going to tab across to the height box, and it sets it automatically because that padlock is in the locked position. If you just make sure that's there, you'll be fine. So now, because there are no scores or anything on the front piece, we can just get rid of the cut piece. And if we were making the 12 by 12 card, we would cut this and the card back from white card, and then this would print on white card, and you'd get your grey lettering, and then you'd be good to go. So that's the single piece, that's the two-piece card. So we'll bring in the other one now. It's exactly the same method, so there's nothing really to worry about. There it is, Silver Wedding one-piece print then cut. And so obviously this has the card front and the card back on it. Don't do anything at any window, just keep uploading it. And there it is, it's coming way too big. So again, we look at this single piece, and in the width box in the size menu up here, we can see it should be 31.442. So I'm going to select that SVG we've just brought in, 31.442, hit tab so it sets the height automatically. And now this one does have a score. So all we're going to do now is detach. We're going to get rid of the cut piece because we don't need that anymore. I'm going to put the score on top of that, select both of those, align them side to side and top to bottom, and then attach. And so that then would be your print then cut in a one-piece card, and you would need tabloid or A3 again to print that. So your printer needs to be able to print tabloid or A3 to do the one-piece card. So then you just send it to make it. We'll just get rid of that one for now. Once you'd got your pieces set up like that, you'd send it to make it. That will actually fit on A4 or letter, the separate card front. And we've already looked at these and we know what they're going to do. That will fit on 112 by 12, I think. Yeah. Okay, so 112 by 12 for the back and the heart. Piece of glitter card for the silver heart and the numbers. And then the print and cut for the two-piece card will work on A4 or letter. So if we were doing the single piece card, we wouldn't need either of those two pieces. But the heart, unfortunately, doesn't fit on the A3 or the tabloid, I don't think. We'll just try that. You might be able to, you might do it in, no you won't, it's not long enough. So yes, so for the one piece card, you need tabloid or A3 to print that, and then half a sheet of silver for the silver heart and the numbers, and then a small scrap for the white heart. So the gold one, the golden anniversary card is exactly the same, so I don't think I need to show you that. Oh yeah, the inners, we need to do that, don't we? Right, so to use the inner file, you do have to be able to print on A3 or tabloid, and you've got to use the long mat. So it's quite good that we've ended up here actually, because you could only use it if you're already using A3. Excuse me. So we'll go back and we'll bring in the silver inner PNG, and here it is. Again, flat graphic, continue, just upload at this window. No cleaning up to do ever in these print and cut PNG files that I give you. So that's coming too big, and so to get the right size of it, we now need to bring in the, where is it? Cut file. You get a cut file as well for this inner, for the insert. Don't want that, just want that. Yeah, that is a card inner cut file. So you would get your size of this PNG from this file. But if you didn't want to use mine, you could just bring this cut file in and then create completely your own insert. But we'll just continue with making this the right size. So we get the size from here, and we can see it should be says 31 there, 30.997 in the width box up here. So we select the PNG, make sure the padlock is locked. What was it? 30.997. And that's the right size now. And we would, we need to do the work on that, don't we? We need to change the score. Sorry, I didn't do that. And then we'll actually detach it and ungroup it. Yeah, so we need that score to go on there. We're doing print then cut, so we can get rid of the cut piece. Going to select both of those again, align them side to side and top to bottom, and we can attach that now. So if we were making the single piece card with the inner, you'd need a sheet of A3 to actually make the card, a sheet of something different probably. I used, I think, let me just think, yeah, 160 gram to make the insert, and then you've got these two bits, and we've talked about those before. But let's just see if it's possible. You know, if you liked this, but you don't like my verse, and you don't like that little saying I've got in there, let's just see if it's possible to get rid of those. It's not something I've ever tried to do before. How would we do it? So that piece there is easy. I think all we would do is we'd bring in a shape, and let's try a heart and just see what that would do. We'll make it white. And if we look at that, so we could lay that over there. It covers up my sentiment completely. We'd need to make that print then cut. And then you could select that and the original PNG and weld. So that, oh, that's disappointing, isn't it? So it's covered it up, but it would still, oh, I bet flatten would work. Let's try flatten. Select those and flatten. Yay, that's the one. Yeah, it's not weld, it's flatten. We need that scoreline again, but we'll worry about that in a second. Right, so as far as I'm aware, you can't take a colour from a file. So I don't think the grey of the... Oh, I wonder if it is. Do you think that's the grey of the inserts, or is that the... No, it's not. No, you can't sort of lift a colour from this. So let's just think about something different we could do. Right, I'm going to copy and paste that so we've got more than one. I'm going to bring this shape down here, bring it to the front, unlock it so I can just stretch it different. I'm just going to try, I don't know if it'll let me, it won't. Let's unflatten, yeah, that might work. Let's select that and the original PNG. Oh, we can slice it, look. I love it when a plan comes together. So we'll get rid of that, we'll get rid of that, get rid of that, which is the wrong colour. And now, hopefully, if I spin that around, I can cover up my sentiment that maybe you don't like, and then select those and flatten. Perfect. And so now we need to just select that PNG, send it to the back, sorry, so we can see the score. Select them both, align them top to bottom and side to side, and attach. So yeah, so if you then wanted to add your own wording here and your own sentiment in there, you could still use that PNG if you like the idea of it being grey and the little heart being there. I mean, I guess you could also create something similar just by doing that. I've probably wasted my time there because of course you can use that file, but never mind. I taught myself something. Okay, I think that's I wonder if I can edit that out. I probably won't bother. Okay, I think that's all I need to tell you about this file. If you've got any questions when you come to cut or assemble it, please don't hesitate to get in touch. As always, you do get a PDF of very detailed assembly instructions for this, even though it's actually a pretty simple project, as you might imagine. If you need to get in touch, the links for Etsy or Facebook are in the description below. Contact me in whichever way is easiest for you. And if you just stumbled across this video and you'd like to buy the SVG, the link to do that is there as well. I'm laughing at myself because I did all that work when there was no need. Okay, thanks a lot. Don't forget, if you're purchasing 3 or more SVG files at one time from the Tanglecrafts Studio Etsy shop, the link is in the description, you can use the 30 for 3 discount code to get 30% off your total purchase. This offer runs all the time, but you need to use that code when you check out. And if you haven't already joined the Tanglecraft Studio Facebook group, join now to get any special Etsy discount codes issued to group members and to take advantage of the free SVG files I give away in the group from time to time. The link to the group is in the description. I hope to see you there. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.